Hello guys, today I'm going to make some pizza. I have a packet of yeast, I have a cup of lukewarm water. I explained this to you in the video that I did before about the bread making. When I did the focaccia, it's between 105 to 115 degrees because you don't want to kill the yeast. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of agave and mix this in and let this sit 10-15 minutes to activate the yeast. You see the yeast has been activated. You can see the foamy stuff there on the top. Right, it's been sitting for 15 minutes, so now we're gonna add our flour and start mixing up our dough. So guys, let's do our pizza. We have our yeast here that has been activated. I'm going to add about 3 teaspoons of olive oil. I'm just eyeballing it. 2 to 3 teaspoons of olive oil. Put in the dough hook. You could also do this by hand, like like I did the bread. You can do this by hand. And now we're going to add our flour. I have 2.5 cups of flour, and I added a teaspoon and a half of salt. Add some more. This feels good. Let me add the rest of the flour. So guys, you can make your own pizza at home. It's quick, it's easy, it's only a few ingredients. You know where it came from, you know how it was made, and it's more economical. Okay, so this is good. It's sticky but not sticking, and I'm gonna put this in the bowl with some olive oil. And you let it sit for an hour to proof. So guys, as you can see, the dough has doubled in size and it's soft. So it was sitting for more than an hour because I was involved in other things, and I let it sit for a little longer. You can let it sit for more than an hour, it doesn't matter. So this is going to do 2 pizzas. I'm going to cut this down the middle and we're going to start making our pizza. I think I'm going to let it proof again while I'm making my topping. I'm going to do a basic vegan pizza with some mushrooms, some onions, some leeks, what else? You know, the marinara sauce. So I'm going to let this sit again. So while my mushrooms are cooling a little bit, I dusted my board with some flour. I rested the dough again for a little bit. This here is gonna make 2 pizzas. Going to put this aside. This is going to be for my daughter because she doesn't like the onions that I mixed into the mushrooms, so she's going to put her own topping on this. I'm going to show you what I do with this piece of dough. So you can roll this out with a rolling pin, or you can just start pushing it out. Pushing it out like that. I also like to turn it like that, move it around and turn it and stretch it. Turn and stretch, turn and stretch. Because it's very elastic. See, like that. So you don't need a rolling pin. You just stretch it out like that. So this is good. This is about, I don't know, 7-8 inches in diameter. So I'm gonna get my pan and make sure to preheat your oven. So I oil my pan because I don't want this to stick, and I put my dough in the middle of the pan. In the meantime, I'm going to slice one of the toppings that I'm using. This is a homemade roasted red peppers that I made. I'm going to put some roasted peppers on the pizza. So I'm going to do the mushrooms with the leeks and the peppers. And when it's cooked, when it's done, I'm going to put some arugula on it. I love arugula on my pizza. So that's it. I mean, you can put whatever toppings you like. So this is going to go on my pizza. Let me put another piece. So my oven is coming up. It's 415 right now. So I'm going to start putting the toppings on my dough. So I have some basil here. You can put the sauce and then put the basil. You can do whatever order you like. I like putting everything and then put in the sauce because I don't want the sauce to get my dough too soggy. So I'm going to put my mushrooms. Use my fingers here, get the mushrooms everywhere. So of course the pizza is also a flatbread. It's a flatbread with sauce on it, specifically Italian. But the thing is, you can do something like this and put, like, do Middle Eastern spices and flavors. So this is good. Now that most of my topping is covering the dough, I'm going to put my marinara sauce here now, right? Always have your marinara sauce. Always have your marinara sauce on hand. See, my oven is beeping now. Came up to temperature. Going to put some of my roasted red peppers. And stick it in the oven. So the highest temperature possible. This is going to be done in about 12 minutes. If your oven goes up to 575, you do 575, the highest possible. Because this is how pizza should be done. Very, very hot and quick. So I'm going to stick this in the oven, and then when it's done, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So guys, I removed the pizza from the oven. It wasn't even 12 minutes. I would say 10 minutes, 550, really high temperature. I'm going to put this on the rack to cool. And then I'm going to cut it open. Guys, this is still steaming. It's beautiful, beautiful pizza, crunchy, crispy. I like to add some freshness. So I love arugula. I'm going to put some arugula on this before I cut it. Let me get this on the board. See? Delicious, guys. Delicious. Do your own pizza at home. It's easy. It's easy. Delicious. Crunchy. Okay, guys. Do this with your kids. You're gonna be a king, queen. Oh, mommy can make pizza. Okay? See you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.